What's up, game changers? It's Michaela B here with another tea. This one's for our such a fun episode. Let's just jump into it. So here we are, I guess like 9 days into the merge, I guess, something like that, day 20 something. And there's a solid alliance at this point. You got 6 of your people, you know, your strong 6, Brad, Sierra, Debbie, Ty, Troy, Zan, and Sarah. Yep, there we go. And then there's this other chunk of people that are there. Or no, maybe Ty's not in that group. I don't know. There's people in that group, y'all. Whatever. There's a group of 6, and I know Sierra, Brad, and Debbie are in that 6. And then there's this other like minority group that voted for Zeke. And then there's me just sitting on the side, like that person that is invisible and can only do things wrong, right? So first thing we do is the reward challenge, and I at this point am living for the challenges, y'all. Like, I literally have to sit on this island every single day. There's really no food at this point. There's just coconuts. Ozzy's not here, so it's not even anything halfway attractive to look at on a day-to-day basis. I mean, the situation is bleak. No one strategizes with me. I'm basically a lone wolf. Sari keeps me, you know, in the loop slightly, but can't really be seen talking to me that much. So it's really like I have no game at this point. My only space where I can speak freely is literally at tribal council. Any other time, no one's really paying attention to me or whatever. They're just apparently frustrated at everything I do, from walking, as you saw last week, to now eating. When I eat coconut, it drives people bonkers as well. So it's just, I can't win from losing in this game, but whatever, I digress. So anywho, we got a reward challenge, and it's so funny how the person that's literally only in the season game changers because of my performance in challenges, somehow in a schoolyard pick for the first time in my entire life, I'm picked last. And that was just like, for me, the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, literally, if I'm sitting on this island taking all this passive aggressiveness 24 hours a day, the challenge is the one place that I look forward to just like letting my aggression out so that I can just breathe and not bubble over. And so for me at this point, getting sat out of this challenge just took me over the edge, and I was angry beyond belief. But I look at my angriness, I'm like, oh, I don't look nearly as, like, I think I look so mad, but looking at me, I didn't look that mad. But on the inside, I was boiling. And you know, so mad that I was literally blind, y'all. Like, there was an advantage right next to me. The survivor gods and Jesus himself smiled on my situation and put me in the right place at the right time, but I was in the wrong mindset. So I didn't even see it. And that is just gut-wrenching. So I didn't see the advantage right under me. And y'all, that challenge took at least an hour and a half. We were out there all day, so I had plenty of opportunity to just look down. And it's devastating, but whatever, what can you do? So anywho, Sari had her magic moment on this challenge. We all know that Sari and Water do not get along that well. But, you know, she struggled, and it was a beautiful moment when she forced herself to finish that challenge and people helped. Now, I didn't see anybody giving up their reward, so their hearts weren't really that far in it. But, you know, it was nice to see the people come together, and, you know, so that's what happened. Afterwards, I see Sarah staring at me with those big old eyes, and that made me mad because I'm like, why is Sarah looking over here? And lo and behold, we realized what she was looking at. She was looking at an advantage right at my feet. So how did she get over there to the water? Basically, they brought the boats around. And Sarah goes, oh, Michaela, I just need to pee. And now I'm even more agitated because I'm like, there is ocean all around us. And you got to come over here to my bench and pee right here. But at this point, I'm like, whatever, I don't care. And I get in the boat. And she slips a little advantage in her shoe, and off she goes. So, gotta give it to her. You know, like she said, she pays attention to detail. Clearly, I don't. So, it's not my skill, homie. Good job. But, anywho, let's see. So, mention the advantage. I'm looking at my notes. Okay. Somebody on Twitter mentioned, like, what's this disconnect between, like, why everybody thinks you're so, like, why do so many people have such a problem with you, yet us as viewers, we can't see the issues that they're saying that you have. And that might be because they're made up. I don't know. So here's the thing that makes it kind of complicated. Not really complicated, but the element that I will admit is there. I am a person who is very upfront. I'm a person that is very expressive. I'm a person who can take a tone. I am a person who, you know, can get angry. I get upset. I have a full range of human emotions, just like anyone else, right? And I own that. However, you're starting to notice these trends of, it's like, with certain people, it seems like anything I do is wrong. If I'm sitting down, I'm lazy. If I'm walking, I'm annoying. If I'm eating, I'm just disgusting. You know, it's like, at this point, I've at least had to lose, like, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds. So, and I'm not fat to begin with, you know? So, I'm not eating that much. I haven't had any real food since the merge. But for some people, me eating coconut just drives them insane. As though no one else on the camp is eating coconut. You know, so it's just one of those things where I don't know where people got these perceptions. And if they're unwilling to talk to me, we can't fix the issue. So it's just a matter of sitting around. So, which takes us to tribal council. Now, the vote was supposed to be me, and then the vote switched to Andrea. The fact that the vote went from me to Andrea reminds me of why I got off the poll a couple challenges ago. And it's because I didn't want to be the person that looked like the strongest woman there. Because again, it's this back and forth thing all the time. So it goes from me to Andrea, but I was still supposed to be getting votes. And then sounds like Cerise sweet talked Sarah and got her to flip, right? So in the tribal council, this is my only time that I'm allowed to speak. And I just spoke what I saw. Like, hey, there's this group of people that's making all the decisions. There's this group that's in the minority. But even if you're in that group of 6, you're dumb. Because if you're not at the top of that group of 6, you're going to waste your opportunity to maneuver yourself in the game by simply trying to be safe till 6. Like, what's the difference between being 6th and 5th? Nothing. You're still not winning $1 million. So make a move. And that was my beck and call in every tribal up to this point. If I thought it was me, I had to be quiet. But if I thought there was a chance it wasn't me, I just begged people to make a move. And as you saw, Sarah decided to flip. And Boo Boo the Fool went home. So, one other thing I wanted to mention, it's funny, like I forgot I ate the coconut in the tribal council, but little things like that, they come across as funny and entertaining, but they weren't meant to be entertaining at the time. That doing things like drinking the tea and eating coconut, that was my one way of showing the people in the game who were trying to count me out that even though you're not talking to me, even though you refuse to strategize with me, even though you sit here and treat me like I'm stupid every single day, somehow I'm on the right side of the boat. Somehow I'm paying enough attention to figure out something and keep it from being me. Somehow I have a friend. You don't know who my friend is, but something I'm not actively, like, overtly doing anything in the game, but I'm doing something. And that's why I felt like, you know, some of us have to play inside of a box, because if I can't talk, I can't walk, I can't go anywhere, I can't think, I can't play, I can't just sit there and passively wait to get voted off. So you learn how to do little things, and say little things, speaking little codes to try to get a point across. And, you know, my little antics, I guess, are just my way of showing I had something to do with this. I might not have been the one in the front. I might not be the one that's going to overtly get credit, but if I knew what's going on. And if I was truly out of the loop, I wouldn't know. I'd be shaking in my boots every single tribal council. So, you know, we'll see what more there is to come. But as of right now, got rid of one crazy. And somebody said, you know, how are people picking Debbie over Michaela? Thank you. I'm glad it took such a contrast before you realize maybe Michaela's not as bad as they think. But I don't know. I'm going to be looking at these exit press interviews and we'll see what people have to say. But anywho, this has been your Tea with Michaela B. It is, I'm telling you guys, every single week is going to have you like, we are so close to the end of this thing. Place your bets and we'll see who's at the right place at the right time. This be your Tea with Michaela B. Holla.